Hello friends, so today we are going to start with the mountings and accessories of the boiler. Okay, so before we start with the actual mountings and accessories, so let us understand what is mounting and what is accessory. So now if I tell you that, let's give me one example. So suppose you have the car and in that car you don't have the engine. Now think of it. Will your car able to run on the roads? Yes or no? Obviously, most of the students will say that no sir, it will not able to run. Right? So same way, now let me give you a second example. For example, you have the car, you have the engine, but you don't have the brakes. Now what will be your answer? Yes, some of the students will say that yes sir, we are able to run the car. Some of say that no sir, we are not able to run the car. Okay, now in both the cases, if we consider, then in the second case, we are able to run the car. Okay, but with a lesser safety. Okay, in first case, we are not able to run the car. So same way, in the boiler also, the mountings and accessories are required. Now, mountings and accessories, apart from this, mountings, these are necessary. Means these are the equipments or instruments which will be required for efficient working of the boiler. Means if you don't have the mountings, your boiler will not able to work. And if we consider about the accessories, then if accessories are not there, then it may able to run, but with a lesser safety. Okay, so with that we have some accessories available in our laboratories. So let us start with the economizer first. It's a one kind of accessories. So basically, if we see this economizer, then it is used, or the basic purpose of this economizer is to heat the feed water. Means the water which is going inside the boiler, we will heat first. Okay, now here the condition is applied that why we need to heat the water. Now our ultimate purpose is to generate the steam from the water. Whatever may be the end purpose, we are not utilized with them. Okay, or we are not familiarized with them. So we are not concerned about the end application, but here we are focusing on heating the water. Okay, now let us assume that one water is going into the boiler at 25 degree centigrade temperature, let's say 30 degree centigrade temperature, and second water or second step, we are applying the water at 70 degree centigrade. Now in which case we are getting the more amount of steam? Obviously your answer is 70 degree centigrade. So from the 70 degree to 100 degree, it will take lesser time. From 30 to 100, it will take much more time. But ultimately, एक चीज़ भी हमें ध्यान में रखना है that the amount of fuel which are used is less in a 70 degree centigrade water also. So ultimately, we are saving our fuel also, and that's why this kind of accessories are needed. So you can see the construction here. It's a very simple construction. Okay. On the top side we have the pipe, on the bottom we have the pipe, and if we are opening this, then also here we have some pipes. Okay, now the water which we want to send to the boiler, okay, so water which we are applying into the boiler, so that will be added from here. Means here there will be a pump, and this pump will fetch the water from the storage and it will deliver into this pipes. Now as you can see, this pipe is connected with this vertical pipes. Okay, so whatever the water which is inside this pipe will be delivered here. Okay, now here you can see the two openings. Okay, so you can see here, this is the opening and this one is also the opening. Now, the location of this is in between the chimney and the furnace. Means on this side we have the furnace, and on this side we have the chimney. So hot gases which are coming from the furnaces, means these are the hot gases which has already completed its work. Okay, now they are going to be released in the atmosphere. So what we are doing, we are taking those hot gases from the furnace and we are delivering it into the economizer. So those hot gases will pass from here and it will exit from here. Here chimney is already there, so from chimney it will be released in the atmosphere. Now the phenomena that occurs in this pipe, we have the water which is at a normal temperature. We are considering at 30 degree or 40 degree. Okay, from here hot gases will come. Now those hot gases are having the high temperature. So this will come, this water will come in contact with the hot gases. Okay, now hot gases having high temperature, water having low temperature. So the water will absorb the heat from the hot gases and the temperature of the water will be increased. Now as the temperature will increase, the density of the water will be decreased and that will be collected on the top of this pipe. Okay, and from here when we open the valve, this will be delivered into the boiler. Okay, so that is the working of economizer. So now our next accessories that we are going to discuss is the superheater. Now this is the most important one, and the basic function of the superheater is to get the dry steam. Means if there is some moisture particles available in the steam, then we can remove those moisture particles with the help of this superheater. Now let us understand how this superheater will remove those moisture particles. Okay, so here you can see this section, this is blue shaded portion. So this is the location where we are getting our steam. Okay, now if you feel that you are getting the steam but it is having some moisture particles which is already present, so now in that case what you have to do, that whenever the steam is coming, so close this valve. Okay, first of all you need to close this valve. So once you close this valve, what you have to do, you have to open these two valves. So when you open these two valves and close this valve, steam will enter into this pipe. Okay, then steam will follow this route and from this valve it will be transferred into these pipes. You can see there are small pipes are available. Okay, now inside these pipes we have the steam, and surrounding this, if you consider this area, so this will be considered as a furnace area. Means these are the area where the hot gases are present. So when you open this damper, this is called as a damper. Okay, so when you open this damper, the hot gases will be transferred into this. Means this location where the hot gases will move inside. Now what will happen here? Inside this pipe we have the steam, and surrounding you can see the black area. Okay, so that black area indicates the hot gases. So those hot gases will be surrounding the pipe. Now obviously the temperature of the hot gases is much more than the steam which is present here. So whatever moisture particles present inside the steam will be evaporated while it will move from this point to this point. Okay, means the steam will enter from here and it will transfer to this point. So while transferring from this point to this point, whatever the moisture particles will be present inside the steam, that will be converted into the superheated steam. Means ultimately the temperature of the steam will be increased. Whatever it is, जो भी पहले था उससे ज़्यादा increase हो जाएगा. And those hot gases will move out from this bottom section. Okay, so ultimately if we conclude the superheater, then what we are doing, just we are increasing the traveling of the steam. So when we do this kind of thing, so whatever the moisture content which is present inside the steam will be evaporated and we are getting the superheated steam. Now that steam, that will be again come in this pipe. Okay, and when you open this valve, so you can collect the steam from here. Okay, so this is how our superheater will going to be work. Hello friends, so till now we have seen the two accessories. Now let us start with the mountings. Okay, so in mountings we have already discussed and I already told you two examples for the same. So same thing we are covering here. So our first mounting, that is the pressure gauge. Now what is the function of this pressure gauge? So basically to indicate the pressure of the steam is the main function of the pressure gauge. Now we have the model available. Okay, so let us understand what is this and how this will show us the reading. So as basically you can see here, so this is the steam space, means when this instrument is installed in the boiler, so this area is connected or this is in direct contact with the steam. Now when we open this like this, so right now it is open. Okay, so now the steam will enter from this space. So as the steam will enter this portion, here you will find one U-tube. Okay, and in that U-tube we will have water. Okay, so whatever the steam which enters from here, it will exert the pressure on the U-tube. Not exactly U-tube, but the water which is present inside the U-tube, it will apply the pressure on that. Now that U-tube is connected with this Bourdon tube. You can see this oval type of shape. Okay, this oval type of shape, this is called as a Bourdon tube. Now this Bourdon tube is having the speciality that initially it is in an oval condition. Now when the pressure is applied on this Bourdon tube, it will try to come in a circular shape. Means initially it is in an oval shape like an egg. Okay, but when the pressure is applied, so it will try to come in a circular shape. Okay, so as you can see here, this Bourdon tube. Okay, now at the end of the Bourdon tube, if you closely observe, so you will see the small gears, and those small gears are called as a rack and pinion. Okay, so Bourdon tube is connected with the rack and pinion, and through that pinion we have this nozzle, means this this needle is connected with the pinion. Okay, so again I am repeating here, steam space, steam will enter, U-tube, U-tube to Bourdon tube. Bourdon tube is having the speciality initially in oval shape. When the pressure is applied, it will try to come in a circular shape. Bourdon tube is connected with the rack and pinion. Pinion is connected with the needle. Okay, so this is how the construction of this pressure gauge will happen. Now, steam is entered, already applied the pressure. Bourdon tube will try to come in a circular form. So because of that, what will happen? Bourdon tube will try like this. Means Bourdon tube will try to come in a circular shape like this. Okay, this is the oval shape. Now it will come to its circular shape. So because of that, this rack and pinion will be rotated. Okay, means Bourdon tube will rotate the rack will rotate the pinion, and when the pinion rotates, we will have the deflection of the needle. Means your needle will show you some pressure, and that is the actual pressure of the steam. Okay, so this is how the pressure gauge will work. Hello friends, so this is our second mounting, that is the water level indicator. So as you can see, the basic function of the water level indicator is to indicate the level of water. That means what should be the amount of water which is present inside the boiler, that we have to find out, or that we can find out using this water level indicator. Now if you see the location of this, so it is on the top of the boiler side that we can see, and the half portion of this water level indicator is on the steam side, and the half portion is installed on the water side. Okay, and basically if you can see, we have the connection from here and from here. So at one side the steam will enter, which is on the top side, means that part which is in contact with the steam. From that, steam will enter, and from here, from the bottom, the water will enter. Okay. Now when we start these two valves, now one is from here, another one is from here. So when we start both the valves, so from the bottom water will enter, from the top steam will enter. Now in both the cases, whatever the content which is more, means if the steam is more or if the water is more. So whatever the content, either the steam or water which is more, that will come in this glass tube. Means if we have the water more inside the boiler, then in this pipe we will have the more amount of water. If the water amount is less, then in this pipe we have the steam. Okay, so दोनों में से जो भी ज्यादा है वो ये ट्यूब के अंदर ज्यादा रहेगा. And from this indicator we can able to find out whether if the amount of water is less or high. If the amount is less, we can start our feed check valve and the water will go inside the boiler.